He was the striker that every Premier League club dreamed of, and somehow they all let him sleep. Victor Osimhen, the former African Football Player of the Year, Serie A champion, goal machine, and relentless warrior. He is proving week after week that he is not just elite, he is one of the best strikers in the world. From Napoli's historic Scudetto in 2022-23 season to Galatasaray's double-winning season in 24-25, and now another explosive start to 25-26 season, Osimhen has done it all. Yet, somehow, England's richest clubs, Chelsea, Manchester United, Arsenal, even Liverpool have passed on him. This is the story of how the Premier League clubs fumbled one of the greatest strikers of his generation. Victor Osimhen's rise wasn't luck, it was forged in fire. From the streets of Lagos, he rose through Nigeria's youth ranks with raw hunger. At Lille, he exploded, scoring 13 league goals in 27 games. And then Napoli came calling. He left France just before Lille went on to win the league that season, but his impact was undeniable. His pace, aggression, and energy made him one of Europe's most exciting young forwards. And then came the breakthrough. In the 22-23 season, 26 league goals, 31 in all competitions. He led Napoli to their first Serie A title in 33 years, ending a drought that dated back to the legendary Diego Maradona. Osimhen became a national hero, not just in Nigeria, but in Naples. Crowned Serie A top scorer, Serie A Player of the Season, and later that year, the African Footballer of the Year. Growing up, Osimhen idolized one man, Didier Drogba. The power, the aura, the leadership, he studied everything about the Chelsea legend. He even said in interviews, Drogba was my hero, Chelsea was my dream. And for a moment, that dream almost became reality. In 2023 and again in 2025, Chelsea reportedly made contact. They needed a striker, and Osimhen was on top of their shortlist. But negotiations collapsed. Napoli's asking price was way too high, around 120 million with add-ons, and Chelsea moved on. They went for other names, João Pedro, Liam Delap, spending tens of millions on potential instead of proven quality. Meanwhile, Osimhen went on to win trophies and break records. So why did England's biggest club pass? The excuses came in waves. Too expensive, too old, potential deep in resale value, too risky, plays in AFCON, might miss crucial games, strong personality, hard to manage. Reality check, he's 26 years old, is in his prime, he's just a year older than Haaland, but far from finished. In fact, these are his peak years, the years where legends are made. Oh, and the AFCON excuse, every African superstar faces that. Salah, Mahrez, Mane, they managed it and dominated. The truth, club hesitated over price and perception. Napoli's president, Aurelio De Laurentiis, was notoriously tough in negotiations. His release clause was around 130 million, but Galatasaray got creative. In 24-25 season, they loaned Osimhen, paid part of his wages, and watched him explode. A league and cup double, 37 goals in all competitions, 8 assists. He didn't just adapt, he dominated. Now, let's talk about those who did get signed instead of Osimhen. Chelsea's João Pedro from Brighton, 63 million, 2 goals, 3 assists. Arsenal's Victor Gyökeres from Sporting Lisbon, 73 million, strong start in Portugal, but still adapting to the Premier League. Liverpool's Alexander Isak and Hugo Ekitike, over 200 million combined, but still inconsistent. Manchester United's Benjamin Sesko, 85 million, talented but unproven at an elite level. None of them has delivered what Osimhen has. League titles, Golden Boots, African Footballer of the Year, consistent double-digit seasons across 3 different leagues. While Premier League clubs gambled, Galatasaray invested and won. They paid just 75 million, slightly more than Chelsea spent on João Pedro, and got a goal machine in return. Osimhen isn't just a finisher, he is a complete forward. He presses like a madman, wins duels, starts attack from deep, and fights for every ball. He's the old school striker reborn for the modern game. He's got power, pace, positioning, and personality. He doesn't wait in the box for service, he creates it. When his teammates are struggling, he drags them forward. He scored no fewer than 15 goals in each of the last 3 seasons, a level of consistency very few strikers in the world can match. And this season, despite missing early games with injury, he's already on 6 goals in 9 matches for Galatasaray in all competitions. He even scored against Liverpool in the Champions League and added a brace against Budogglint. 3 goals in 2 UCL starts and 3 more goals recently for Nigeria in a World Cup qualifier against Benin. That's 9 goals in his last 12 games for club and country. So, let's get one thing straight. Who really fumbled? When you compare what the Premier League clubs paid for potential versus what Osimhen delivers, it's not even close. They said he was too expensive, but he's cheaper than their mistakes. They said he might not fit, but he adapts everywhere. They said he was a risk, but the only risk was not signing him. Now in 25-26, Osimhen is proving them all wrong. He's carrying Galatasaray in Europe, leading Nigeria's charge to the World Cup and reminding everyone that he's not a could-be, he's already world class. He is the striker that every team is missing, the one who gives you 20 plus goals and 10 assists and a fighting spirit money cannot buy. And it hurts even more when you remember Chelsea was his childhood dream. He idolized Drogba and now he's the Drogba they never had. Victor Osimhen isn't just another striker. He's proved in Italy, he's proved in Turkey, and he's proven it again in Europe. Premier League clubs fumbled big time. They saw the talent, the fire, the drive, and they hesitated. But the game has a funny way of rewarding those who believe and punishing those who don't. So, as Osimhen keeps banging in goals, the question remains, will a big Premier League club finally come knocking in January, or will they miss out again next summer? Because one thing is certain, the world's best strikers don't wait forever. If this story inspired you, hit the subscribe, drop a comment, and share this video. This is Sports Lab Daily, and that was how Premier League clubs fumbled by not signing Victor Osimhen.